What do you think about the draw? What are your reactions on Switzerland's opponents?
Hello, first of all. Yeah, it's a good draw. It's a good group. I was surprised that we have the same group like 2018 with Serbia and Brazil. Just Cameroon is a new country in our group. So yeah, I'm really excited. I think is a tough group. Gonna be tough for everybody to beat each one, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to these games.
Fantastic. We'll go with our first question to Tom Bogert of MLS Soccer. Tom, your line is now open.
Thanks, Krista. Thanks, Xherdan, for taking the time. Obviously, you're just digesting this, and all the groups, were officially finalized 10 or 15 minutes ago. But kind of the early read seems to be that your group, if not the group of death, is among one of the harder at the tournament. I guess, what are your thoughts on I guess, potentially being in the hardest group in the tournament?
There is a few really hard groups at that group, so we are for sure in one of them, I think, because as we see the opponents, they are really really good, and in a World Cup you don't have very weak teams because everybody deserves to be there, and only good teams, the best teams in the world, can play the World Cup. So every game gonna be really tough for us, but of course we know we have the experience from in our team that we played many World Cups, we played the Euros. With that experience now, we go with a lot of confidence and trying, of course, to pass first this group.
Thank you. Our next question will go to Carlos Suarez from DirecTV Sports. Carlos, your line is now open.
Xherdan, hi, how are you? Again, you meet again with Brazil and Serbia. How do you think about it in the next World Cup? Thank you very much.
Yes, like I said before, it's this exactly same group. Just Cameroon is new in this group, and who I'm also very excited to play against them, against the one African teams, because I think I never played against an African team in a World Cup, so it's my first time too. And yeah, I'm really excited to play against them. And obviously, is a tough opponent too, so gonna be a good game, tough game. And yeah, I wanted a strong group, and we have this now again with Brazil, with Serbia, who really is doing well at the moment, and so they have a good team also. Gonna be really three difficult games.
Thank you. Our next question will go to John Rojas. John, your line is now open.
Thanks, Krista. Xherdan, thanks for the time. You already spoke about the three teams being in the same group. Does it really matters? I mean, that you play against them, that you didn't lose against them in the previous World Cup, or the football changed so much in a 4-year period that it really doesn't matter? And it does, how much Switzerland is different from that World Cup, and how much different are you from that World Cup?
Every World Cup has its own history, and sometimes you play the first game and you see how it goes, then you take the good things with you, and it can be till the end of the tournament that you can go very far. So it's important to start very well, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna go there with a lot of confidence, of course, because with this experience who we have in our team, that we played in the last few tournaments, we've been always there. So I think it helps a lot to us, to every country, and national team to go in a tournament, and what you would maybe expect, because you are used now a bit, of these tournaments, how it's gonna go, how this organization gonna be. But of course, it's a new country too. It's gonna be in Qatar. It's gonna be yeah, in December. So it's a bit different, but I'm looking really forward with my team to go there, and yeah, to try to win games.
Thank you. Our next question will go to Sean McCaffrey. Sean from Soccer Long Island Magazine. You are open.
Thank you for taking the time out to speak with us. So one of the famous players signed by your team years ago was asked about winning the World Cup while playing for the club team. So now I ask you, as Schweinsteiger was asked erroneously, how do you feel about having a very good opportunity of certainly advancing and, like anyone else, a chance to win the World Cup?
Yeah, you never know in football what happened, and as I said before, you have to start well the tournament. If you beat the biggest teams in the world, then everything is possible. But we have really to go through this group first, and then we're gonna. I want to talk more about this because we are still a small country like Switzerland, and we are not like the biggest countries in the world, like Germany or France and Argentina, Brazil. They are my favorites, and they have so a lot of good players, a lot of experience. So it's difficult to really win this competition because the opponents are very, very strong, and you need really everything must be perfect to go really very far in this tournament. So, but you can always dream in football, and in normal life we dream, or I dream also. Of course, everybody wants to win this World Cup, but we have to stay grounded also as Switzerland. And I want first to pass this group, and then we see how far we can go.
Thank you. A reminder to media members, if you do have a question, to please hit the raise hand icon and we will try to get to you. Our next question will go to Nico Moreno of MLS Soccer. Nico, go ahead.
Thank you. Shaqiri, if Chicago Fire doesn't go into the playoffs, there's potential that you as a player wouldn't be playing competition soccer for over a month until the World Cup. How do you manage that? And is that a disadvantage for MLS players that might not make the playoffs this year?
Yeah, of course, we know that scenario, and but I hope that we're gonna go to the playoffs, and this is my first goal with this team, and we have to believe on that. So I think we're gonna go, and I'm sure we're gonna do everything to go to the playoff. But as we know, only 7 teams or 8 teams can go to the playoffs. So the other teams cannot go. So everything is possible in football too. And yeah, if I'm not at the playoffs, then I have to keep myself fit. Probably gonna yeah. But it's a long way to go. And but for me it's no problem to train on my own or somewhere else in Switzerland.
All right, thank you. Our next question will go to Sophie Nicolau. Sophie, your line is now open.
Thanks very much. Thanks for joining for today. You guys have done such a good job reaching quarterfinals in World Cup 2. Wanted to ask you a question about leadership in your team and Xhaka and what it's been like playing with him for years, and the kind of leader you think he is and what he means as captain to your country. Thank you.
No, I think you know, in a country, if you play for your national team, there is everyone is a leader because you present your country, and you are a big idol for many young players. So it doesn't really matter who is the captain of the team. But of course, me and Granit since many years are in this team, and yeah, we are leading the team together. And trying to help the team all the time on and off the pitch. So yeah, make sure the team is always ready. The team gives everything, and yeah, this is the most important thing. I think even in big World Cups that we keep as a team together, and we win together, we lose together, and us as Switzerland, always we were as a team, when we want to be successful, we need everybody to be 100%. And as a collective, always we had success. So this is the most important thing for us, to go in a tournament, to be as a team, and yeah, as a big team, to reach what we want. But obviously we need also very, very good performances to go really or very far.
All right. And one final question before we let you go. You may not be aware, but on July 16th, your Chicago Fire will play against Seattle Sounders FC, and that club includes Nuhu of Cameroon. Is that an opportunity to take a little early look at the Cameroonian players in action? Tell us what you're looking forward to.
Yeah, as I said, Cameroon is a new team in our group, so I'm really excited to play against them. They have a good team too. The players play in very good leagues, and yeah, it's gonna be a tough group, like I said before, and we need really, really good performances to really pass the groups, because we know the opponents are very good, and in a World Cup, in one game, 90 minutes, everything can happen. So we need to be in our best shape to really, yeah, if you want to pass this group.